Picture two restaurants on the same street. One relies on reactionary, margin-crushing discounts to fill tables, hoping a free fries promotion will fix the numbers. The other puts a highly specific, high-end dish on the menu weeks before every competitor in the city catches on to the trend. Most revenue teams believe they understand their market because they track intent scores and web traffic, but these are proxy data, guesses at operational reality. A Norwegian fish importer posting 3 logistics roles might look like growth, but in reality, they are signaling a severe capacity constraint. How you interpret that signal determines whether your pitch opens a door or gets filed away. Open systems theory treats a revenue organization like a living metabolism. To function, it must ingest external matter, market data, transform it into usable energy, and distribute it to every department. Without this constant intake of fresh signals, the system moves toward entropy. Sales loses margin on the wrong accounts, and the organization begins to degrade because it stopped reading the environment. To maintain that metabolism, you need the Osmosis Protocol. This is a 4-phase operational system built directly into your CRM framework. It ensures market intelligence is treated as a continuous governing muscle, not a periodic research project. Relying on proxy data creates a structural vulnerability. When an organization stops processing external reality, it begins making decisions in an information vacuum, eroding profit margins and creating the very entropy that causes go-to-market strategies to fail. Phase 1 is portfolio cartography. Before collecting new data, you must map your current customer base using actual behavioral fit. You categorize accounts by how they stay, expand, and refer business, moving past the aspirational targets found in marketing decks. This quadrant sorts your portfolio by revenue contribution and actual fit. If a single account exceeds 15% of total revenue, or a single vertical exceeds 40%, you have a critical concentration vulnerability. These are the areas where your business is most exposed. This phase produces a segmented risk portfolio. You pin this document to your top CRM account records as a governed property set, providing every team with a permanent view of your defended segments and your commodity exposure. Phase 2 is intelligence architecture. You shift focus from easy vanity metrics to signals that reflect physical operational reality. Instead of web clicks, you track port clearance lead times, commodity price indices, or retail shelf velocity. Effective teams limit themselves to 4 to 6 pure external variables. Selecting more than 6 leads to a data collection project that produces noise rather than actionable intelligence. Every selected variable must map to a specific property inside your CRM. Qualitative observations flow into text fields, quantitative signals into numeric fields, and timing data into date fields. This prevents intelligence from leaving the building when a staff member moves on. Collecting vast amounts of data without this focus leads to organizational paralysis. True rigor comes from identifying the few variables that actually predict how your best accounts behave. In Phase 3, the market messaging matrix, you translate those raw variables into a shared language. This ensures sales, marketing, and customer experience are all reacting to the same market reality. For sales, this means opening conversations with the buyer's immediate operational constraints. A rep might lead with a specific insight on port delays, proving they understand the prospect's business before they ever mention a product feature. Customer experience teams use shifting index variables as early warning triggers. If a client's primary commodity price moves adversely, CX reaches out proactively to address the pain before the client even considers a cancellation notice. Phase 4 is the Enrichment Engine. Without automation, the entire protocol will fail within 6 months, as manual data entry inevitably falls behind. You need a governing layer to keep your CRM properties current and the system metabolizing. Teams with advanced data stacks route specialized external platforms directly into the CRM. AI then interprets these properties to generate deal summaries, giving reps a plain language synthesis of what the market changes mean for their accounts. For teams without external stacks, you can use existing CRM AI credits to run a 3-prompt library. This system reviews account activity, maps segments, and flags renewal risks based on the specific custom fields you built in Phase 2. The Osmosis Protocol creates an automated chain of intelligence running from market to frontline operator. This ensures every decision is backed by live operational reality rather than isolated, outdated data points. Sustaining market dominance requires a governed operational metabolism. Reports that arrive months after a sales cycle closes only provide a historical view. True intelligence must be continuous to influence the decisions your team is making right now. Start by auditing your CRM portfolio immediately. Map your true concentration risk based on actual customer behavior, and move away from aspirational targets that don't reflect your best accounts. Strip your market tracking down to a maximum of 6 pure operational variables. Map these to hard properties in your CRM today to ensure the data is searchable and permanent. Assign one specific, named human operator to govern this system. They are responsible for reviewing AI prompts and data handoffs every quarter. If ownership is diffused across a team, the system stops metabolizing. The market is already moving. Waiting for the next quarterly review to analyze proxy data ensures you will only ever react to history. Run the protocol and build an organization that reads the room before the room changes. I'm Daniel, the Intel operator. See you next time.